What's up, Mavletic lovers and listeners, and welcome back to another episode of Maverick Postgame. We hope some of you got to see some of our athletics this past week. If not, don't worry, because today we got another full show for you today as men's basketball earned an outright RMAC regular season conference title.
And women's basketball also claimed a share of the RMAC regular season title.
Plus, softball demolishes Colorado Christian's 20 consecutive win streak.
And beach volleyball sweeps the Bucks in an epic victory.
All of that and so much more as we move ahead into this recap-packed episode of Maverick Postgame. So with that being said, I'm your host, Grace Metcalf.
And I'm Isaac Klein.
Let's dive into all the game-breaking stats, off-the-wall wins, heartbreaking losses, and in-depth analysis of our CMU athletics. Roll it!
Hello everyone, once again, I'm Isaac Klein.
And I'm Grace Metcalf. Let's hop right in and take a look at all the Mavtastic action that took place this week here at CMU. On a night that Colorado Mesa men's basketball honored perhaps the most accomplished graduating class in program history, the Mavericks added another accolade and ensured that the road to the RMAC championship will once again go through Grand Junction. Colorado Mesa defeated rivals Western Colorado 74-55, completing the regular season with a 25-3 overall record and a 21-1 mark in the RMAC play. Thanks to Fort Lewis losing on the road to Colorado School of Mines on the season's final day, the Mavericks earned an outright RMAC regular season conference title and the right to host this weekend's RMAC tournament. Western Colorado, which plays at an extremely slow tempo, succeeded in forcing the Mavericks into the half-court offense in the first half, which finished with CMU only up by 4, 29-25. The 54 combined points by both teams in the first half were still 12 more than in the first meeting between the teams this year, when the score was 26-16 Mavs at the break. The Mavericks abandoned their usual style of perimeter play and three-point shooting and capitalized on post mismatches inside with Baskin and Menzies and the driving ability of Christopher Speller. The 16 three-point attempts are the fewest by the Mavericks in any game this season, and the four makes are tied with a December 18 loss to West Texas A&M for the fewest in any game this year. With about 2 minutes to play in the contest, word filtered through the arena of Fort Lewis's loss to Colorado School of Mines, leading to a standing ovation from the crowd. Head coach Mike DeGeorge called a timeout to break the news to his team in the huddle, and the public address announcer formally confirmed the result to a sold-out crowd of over 2,000 at Bronson Arena. As a team, the Mavericks shot 52% from the field, just 25% from three. As a team and 77% from the line. That still outpaced the Mountaineers, who finished 34% from the field, 29% from three, and 67% from the line.
The Colorado Mesa women's basketball team downed Western Colorado 70-57 to claim a share of the RMAC championship, the program's 11th regular season title, more than any other team in the conference, and clinched the #1 seed in the upcoming RMAC tournament. It took winning their final 6 games of the regular season to climb to the top of the conference, including winning the final game after all the other games wrapped up. The 3 teams tied with CMU, Regis, CU Colorado Springs, and Adams State, all won, leaving it all in the Mavs' hands. Behind Olivia Reed's 11th double-double of the season, 30 points and 16 rebounds, and Laura Gutierrez scoring 15 points and grabbing 6 rebounds on her senior night, the Mavericks led from the start, dominated the glass, and turned back every attempt Western made to climb back in the game. For Gutierrez, who had a large family contingent, make the trip from Rio Rancho, New Mexico for a game, a conference title, and a few more games at Bronson Arena, where the Mavericks are 13-0 this season, means the world Colorado Mesa went inside early to Reed, and the 6-foot sophomore delivered. She scored 20 points in the first half with 7 rebounds and a career-high 5 blocked shots, then added 10 more points and 9 more boards in the second. As a team, the Mavericks shot 40.3% from the field and hit half a dozen three-pointers, 2 each by Gutierrez and Claire Heitschmidt, and held the Mountaineers to 37.9% shooting. Ivy Schmidt poured in 25 points to lead Western Colorado, with Rachel Kochman adding 10. Mason Rowland scored 13 points, all in the second half, to help CMU salt away the title.
The Colorado Mesa University Mavericks stopped Colorado Christian University's run of 20 consecutive wins over Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference foes, dating back to 2023 and a 13-game overall winning streak, as the Mavs split a Sunday doubleheader with the nation's 9th-ranked Cougars. Both games went back and forth and were decided with late-inning heroics, as the Cougars scored 4 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning of Game 1 to win 10-7 before the Mavs manufactured a 7th-inning run in Game 2 of the doubleheader to take the weekend series finale by a 5-4 margin. In Game 2, the Cougars would be the ones to take the early lead, scoring an unearned run in the bottom of the first. Maverick senior Ava Fugate then hit a 2-run homer in the top of the third to put the Mavericks up 2-1. The Cougars then went back in front with a 3-run double from Eastburn in the bottom of the third. CMU then took advantage of back-to-back Cougar errors in the top of the fourth to score 2 runs while taking a 4-3 lead. They were able to hold that lead until the bottom of the fifth when Kenzie Middleton hit a game-tying solo home run. The Mavs then turned a double play in the bottom of the sixth before Arrieta doubled down the left field line while advancing to third on a Fugate sacrifice bunt to begin the seventh. Ali Disler then hit a sacrifice fly to score Arrieta with what proved to be the winning run. Winning relief pitcher Hannah Sattler then recorded 2 outs before giving up 2 Cougar singles in the bottom of the seventh. She then gave way to Presley Christensen, who came in to earn the save after getting Sammy Edwards to fly out to right. And as a team, the Mavericks pulled an epic win, even after only recording 3 hits to the Cougars' 9, but also having 1 error to their 3. Both teams tied in the number of homers, and they both scored their points on runs batted in. The doubleheader split left the Mavericks with an 11-7 overall record and a 9-3 Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference record. CCU is now 19-2 overall and 11-1 in RMAC play, now a game behind MSU Denver.
For the second time in 5 days, the Colorado Mesa University beach volleyball team swept all 5 matches and 10 sets against Park University Gilbert, cruising past the Buccaneers 5-0 as they wrapped up the Arizona State University Sun Devil Invitational and a 9-day, 9-batch swing through Arizona on Saturday afternoon. The Mavs were dominant in all 5 matches, winning the sets by an average of nearly 10 points, while holding their opponents to below 10 points in 3 of them. Hani Johnson and Amanda Ollinger were the most dominant in the number 1 match, taking down Rayleigh Druxman and Daisy Motez 21-5, 21-12, and now they are 8-1 on the season. Meanwhile, Savannah Ott and Barrett Nolan posted a pair of 21-12 set wins at number 4 to deliver the Mavs' first point, minutes before Riley Doherty and Sierra Hunt registered a 21-14, 21-17 win at number 2, while improving to 7-2 overall, including a 7-1 record in that flight. The Mavs were also quite dominant in the 3rd and 5th flights, respectively. Savannah Spitzer and Grayson Spresser were 21-9 and 21-18 winners at number 3, while Cedar Bellows and Sabrina Vandalist recorded a 21-8, 21-11 win at number 5 over Eliza Pearson and Avery Turk. That was Vandalist's 50th career victory as she continues to add on to her program record for wins.
Now that we've recapped some of the games, it's time to announce our Maverick of the Week. Our Maverick of the Week goes to Pablo Diaz. Pablo led the Mavericks on the first day and the first 2 rounds as he combined for a 4-under 140 on the day. The senior fired an even par 72 in his first round and came back with a 4-under 68 in his second round. Congratulations, Pablo, for your outstanding performance. You are Maverick of the Week. We are now at the end of our show, and it is time for our closing statements. My closing thought is on the basketball teams. They had an incredible season and stand ranked in the number 1 seed to win the RMAC championship. The fact that we are also hosting is incredible, and I'm hoping to share about an epic championship win and include some incredible highlights for the show.
I hope so too. I can't wait to watch the games. My closing thoughts are on the men's wrestling team. Just recently, 6 Maverick wrestlers qualified for the NCAA National Championship Tournament. The 6 are the most of any team in the region and the most for the Mavericks since 2014 when they qualified 7. It's awesome to see more individual-based scoring sports are performing incredibly.
It is pretty awesome. And now that we have wrapped up all the action from this week and given our closing thoughts, it is time to close the show. Thank you everyone so much for joining us this week on Maverick Postgame. I've been your host, Grace Metcalf.
And I've been Isaac Klein.
Be sure to go check out our channel 62.2 for more games and updates. We'll catch you next week on an all-new recap-packed episode of Maverick Postgame. Stay safe, Mavs. Study hard. Go to a game or two. And of course, have yourselves a most amazing day.